Good morning, everyone. It's time for another hike. Today we're at the Oregon Badlands. Not what you typically think of Badlands as far as like maybe what you'd find at the Badlands National Park in South Dakota or in other areas in the country. These Badlands are the result of volcanic activity way back in the day here in Oregon. This area is right off of Route 20. A little bit southeast of Bend, South Dakota. And the trail we're doing today is Flatiron to Castle Loop Trail. It's about 7.5 miles and a little over 400 feet of climbing. Should be a beautiful hike. It's early in the day here. It's a little after 5 o'clock, maybe about quarter after 5 in the morning. Temps in the low 50s right now. Supposed to get up into the lower 80s later. Star's ready for a hike. I'm ready for a hike. Hopefully everyone else is ready for a hike as well. Okay, let's get this hike started and we'll see you in a little bit here. Sunrise is going to happen in the next few minutes and it looks like there's some nice color in the sky here and there's some nice clouds. I'm trying to hustle to get to a good viewpoint where I can get a good shot of the sunrise, but I'm doing the best I can here to get there. Hopefully it's not too much further and I can get a good view. Once I get there, I'll show you what the sunrise looks like. Well, I'm a little over a mile and a half into the hike. Still no views of the sunrise, and look over there, you can see the sun is already up. I've missed most of the good colors of the sunrise. Should have started this hike maybe a half hour sooner. I didn't think I'd have to walk this far to get a view of it. Oh well, can't win them all. Still enjoying my time out here. It's beautiful. Nice easy trail to follow. So far it's been mostly flat. And the smell of the sage, which is very abundant out here, smells amazing. So still enjoying myself. There's the sun. Just wish I had started a little earlier. Oh well. Sometimes plans just don't always work out exactly the way you want them to. Well, I'm going to keep hiking here. As soon as I do get to a nice view, I'll show it to you. Almost 3 miles into the hike and just now starting to see some of the volcanic rock that's out here. Maybe I can zoom in a little more, you can see it easier. This is just a hint. There should be a lot more and some interesting rock formations too. There's Star. She's having a great time out here as usual, sniffing around. Nothing gets past that nose of hers. All right, still haven't come over I should say come upon a view, nice landscape view, but it's okay. Still enjoying this hike very much. There has been some nice, early morning golden light on the trees. There aren't that many clouds in the sky, so I haven't taken any pictures. To me, landscape pictures without clouds are kind of boring for the most part. But who knows? Maybe by the end of the hike, some other clouds will move in and I can get some decent pictures. I'm here at this trail split. I'm gonna have to check the app, see which way I gotta go. I'll check back later. you recall in that last section of the video, I was at a trail split. We went to the right, which is a out and back spur. It was supposed to take me to the Castle Rock formation, and somehow I must have missed the turnoff for it and walked right past it. So now I've got to backtrack a little bit and look for that other part of the trail where I can go see the castle. Oh well, not a big deal. Don't mind at all. Right, Star? What do you think? You having fun? Yeah? Okay. All right, when I get to the castle, I'll show it to you. All right, well, I found the trail that leads to the castle. It goes up this hill. That's why I didn't notice it. Also, I thought it was weird that All Trails has this listed as the Flatiron and Castle Loop Trail, but they didn't include this section of the trail to the castle on the map that I downloaded. If that had been included, then I knew I would have known what to look for, but no matter, I found it. I'm going to put the camera down because I might need my hands climbing up here. I get to the top, I'll show you what I see. I made it up the hill okay. Going down might be an issue. There's a raven. Hi, raven. There's that raven up in a tree. Let me see if I can zoom in and check him out. There he is. Morning, raven. Oh, he's got one of his friends showing up. All right. Anyway, like I said, I made it up this hill okay. A little steep. Might be a little bit of an issue. I'd have to really take my time going back down. But this is the castle. Looks like rocks around the edges, which I guess would form the moat. There's a trail that goes around the castle, which I'm going to do now. I'm going to go this way and go around. And I guess this center part here, this is the castle. So let's take a walk. Let's see what we see. Come on, Star, lead the way. Interesting rocks. All volcanic. Completely surrounded by it. Like I said before, it does feel like I'm in a moat. Star. Sorry you had to see that, guys. Well, it looks like this just continues all the way around. I'm going to shut this off for now. And if it changes drastically, I'll show you that. Okay, I'm still walking around the castle, and hasn't changed very much, but just wanted to video a little more of it. I'm here at this narrow section. I got to try to squeeze through. Star had no problem with it. Okay, here's a little bit of a challenge getting down from here. What do you think, Star? What's the easiest way? Let me see. Yeah, she makes it look easy. Not so easy for me. maybe I'm going to head up this way, see if there's an easier way to get down. I could jump, but I don't feel like doing that. You just climb over some of these rocks. Is it any easier over here? Let's see. No. All right, I'm going to put the camera down and I'll find an easier way to get down. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay. I backtracked a little bit, found another trail to follow, and I think that actually took me inside the castle briefly. Found an easier way to get down. So we're just going to finish walking around the edge of this castle. And I think Star and I are going to take a short break there, do a little rehydrating, and then we'll continue back on the trail. We'll have to go back to that trail split that I recorded earlier. I'll show you when I get there what we're going to do. And that'll take us to the Flatiron part of the trail. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm back at that original trail split, and we just came from that direction, which took us to the castle. And now we're going to go to the left and go up this to get to the Flatiron. So here's where, because we haven't done a lot of climbing, maybe about 100 feet. And there were supposed to be 400 feet of climbing, according to all trails. So I'm going to assume there's a little bit of climbing on this portion of the trail. I do want to mention too, I did find a much easier way to get down from the castle. If you remember that original section I recorded showing the part where I climbed up, which was very steep, instead of going up there, if you go to your left, about 100 yards or so, look to your right, and there's another way up, which is much less steep. Yeah, it's a bit sandy, but still much easier to get up than that section I went up, and also much easier to come back down. All right. So far so good here. Star, where are you going? I think we have to go this way. Come on this way, please. Thank you. I think this is the right way. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to check the app, so I don't have to backtrack very far if I'm wrong. All right, let me check that now. Okay, I checked the app. I was going the right way, but right there, that same spot I just finished recording is the first time I get to see some kind of an overlook with a view. Let me try zooming in. You can see some mountains. It's hazy, but there's some mountains in the distance in every direction pretty much here. You know, if I'd started an hour or more earlier than I did on this hike, I'd probably just gotten a good sunrise picture here, but that didn't happen. It's okay. But you know what there is here? Way off in the distance, I gotta zoom in more, is Mount Hood. There it is. Isn't that a beautiful mountain? Gorgeous. Still almost totally covered in snow. I don't know if it's year-round snow. Wouldn't be surprised. All right, we're going to continue. We're going to find the Flatiron. This part of the trail is a loop again. And when I get to the Flatiron, I'll show you that. I think I found it. I think this is the Flatiron. This is what I saw pictures of before I did the hike. Pretty interesting. Different. Surrounded by more rocks on the other side. This has kind of like an arch to it. Get the sun shining right through it. A little too much glare. But there it is. Pretty neat. Totally different than the Flatiron range in Boulder, Colorado. But this is Oregon's version of the Flatiron. Alright, now I got to figure out where this trail continues. I got a little bit of climbing down to do again. Got to be careful and pick my way through these rocks. Oh, it's not so bad. Come on, Star, let's go. Alright, I see this trail goes a couple different directions. Let me check the app again. Make sure I'm going the right way. Finishing up the loop around the Flatiron section of the trail. I came across this, a little bit of a rock formation where you can see through it. Kind of cool. Some more neat rocks over here. And like I said, I'm just finishing up the loop portion around the Flatiron here. And then we'll be back at that trail split I've shown a couple times already today. And we'll head back towards the trailhead. And at the last section of the, before we get to the trailhead, that first section, there's a loop as well. Come on, Star, go. Star wants to be in the front. She's got to be the alpha, which is okay. Anyway, that first section is a loop. And I started counterclockwise now. When I get to that trail split for the loop, we'll go to the right, and that'll take us back to the trailhead in the parking lot. We've done about a little over 5 miles, and it's going to be about 3.5 miles back to the trailhead. Anyway, climbing back down to that trail split. Fortunately, there aren't any loose rocks. It's mostly sandy, so it's not too slippery. Just take your time and you'll be fine. Almost down. Trying to keep the sun out of the picture. There's enough of a glare already, but trying to keep the worst of it out. All right, here's that trail split. That was the way to the castle. This is the way back to the trailhead. We'll see you. I'll shoot some more a little bit along the way. Apparently there's some, according to the Old Trails map, some unique looking trees. So if I see that, I'll show them to you. Okay, I made it back to the trail split for the last loop that'll take us back to the trailhead. We started this morning, we came from this direction. Now we'll finish up going this way. And going that way is where All Trails tells me there's some unique trees, I should say, I'm sorry. And if we look at the sign here, it'll say Ancient Juniper Trail. So let's see what these ancient junipers look like. It's only about 1.25 miles back to the trailhead. And when I get to those ancient junipers, I'll turn the recording back on and show those to you. See you in a bit. This is the area that All Trails has listed as unique trees. But to be honest with you, oh, look at this dog laying in the shade here. You all right? Come on. Jack's tired, but she's not. Anyway, these junipers don't look any different than the ones I've been seeing this whole time. I mean, these are nice. And The trail sign back there said these are ancient junipers, but again, these don't look any bigger or older than any of the other junipers I've been seeing this whole time. I mean, they're still very, very pretty trees. All right. Well, not much further to go to the trailhead. You know, there's 3 reasons I try to start my hikes very early in the morning. One is to try to get sunrise pictures and to get some good light on landscape photography, get that golden hour light. That didn't matter today because it didn't get to any scenic views until well after sunrise. The other reason, try to beat the heat. It's getting a little warm out here now. It's only in the mid 60s, but it's getting warmer. And the third reason, try to avoid the crowds. It's Memorial Day weekend, and so far I've only seen one other person. I just passed them a little while ago, but I'm sure this place is going to get much more busy as the day goes on today and tomorrow on Memorial Day. So those are 3 good reasons for starting these hikes early. But I hope you're enjoying seeing these junipers as I'm walking along and babbling. What do you say, Star? We almost done? We got less than a mile to go. We'll get back to the van. I'll meet you back at the trailhead to wrap this up. Made it back to the trailhead. Is that a good hike, Star? Star's not going to admit to it, but I know she liked it. And right over here is the parking lot, back to the van. Anyway, I'll put the hike totals on the screen. Nice easy trail, not a lot of climbing, not a lot of rocks to climb over. Pretty easy. Not a lot of great overlooks and views. Still a nice trail to do. I recommend doing it if you're in the area. Hello. Good morning. Like I mentioned, it's going to get busy. There was only 2 cars here when I was here, and there's 3 times that many now. Here's back at the van. Hopefully you enjoyed that as much as I did. I did get a couple new subscribers last week. If that was you, thank you very, very much. That's much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not? It's free. If you enjoyed this, we'll do more hikes and other adventures as well. And until the next time, hold on. You want to give me a high five? Is it a good hike? High five? That's a lazy high five. That's the best you can do? Can you give me a high five, please? No? No. Not going to do it. All right, whatever. Until the next time, keep smiling. Remember, all shall be well. And most importantly, be grateful for everything you have. We have lots to be grateful for. Okay, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.